I'm Eric Guster with Guster Law Firm, and this is one of our legal videos where we're discussing different cases and different types of legal terminology. Today we're going to talk about child support and why it's important to get a lawyer when you are looking at a child support case. Child support has a lot of different issues when it comes to dealing with it. For example, when you're doing the child support calculations, it is based off of a percentage of each parent's income. That calculation is extremely tricky because there are different issues that you have to take into consideration when looking at child support, such as insurance. Who's paying the insurance for each child? You get a credit for that. Who's paying daycare? Who has custody of the child? I mean, these issues are extremely important when it comes to child support. And our lawyers at Guster Law Firm, they know the law, they know how to handle each particular situation. And one common question that we get when we're dealing with child support, because it's based off of the percentage of each parent's income, is suppose a person's not working. What do you do? I'm going to answer that for you. When a person is not working, the judge can actually assume that the person makes minimum wage. For example, if a person say they quit their job, and it happens so much where people quit their job so they won't have to pay child support, supposedly. The judge says, and the law says, you have to pay child support of some amount. So they put in the amount based upon the minimum wage in order to calculate the percentage of the person's income. So whether they're working or not, they have to pay child support. And other different scenarios and issues that we deal with, for example, are hidden income. You know that spouse or that parent who says, I'm going to quit work, I don't make any money, but they're living in a $250,000 house. They have hidden income. And we have ways of issuing subpoenas for different documents in order to prove how much that person makes. We've done it time and time again, and it hits them like a brick when we come in there with documents showing that we can prove they're still making money. Because they think, oh, I don't have a W-9 job or a W-2 job, I can hide my income. Bad move. If we can find it, we will prove it and try to get you the child support that you need. Now, one thing that we often see with child support cases is people come in asking for a modification. And the things you have to look for on a modification of child support is whether or not it is appropriate to go back to court. Because remember, it's based off of a percentage of each parent's income. So, for example, if you are making more money and the other parent is making less, you may end up with less money. So you have to be very careful when dealing with child support modifications to make sure that it's actually going to benefit you. One thing we do in our office is that we put an estimate of what each parent's income is and then put into the calculation to see if it's even worth it. We don't charge very much for that type of consultation because we don't want to file a case where you would actually lose money. We try to handle that on the front end to make sure you're protected. Another issue that we handle in child support cases is college tuition. That's a big deal. See, that's why it's important to get us involved early. See, at Guster Law Firm, we want to be your family's lawyer for the rest of your life. So we want to make sure that you're protected when it comes to college tuition. So come in, meet with one of our lawyers, and we'll talk about college tuition. One big question that we have all the time is, does the income of their new spouse come into play? Remember, child support is based off a percentage of each parent's income. The answer to the new spouse question is no. If that person marries up, goes and marries somebody making $250,000 a year, and he or she's making $30,000, that other person's income has no bearing on the child support obligation of the parents. Remember, it's only based off of each parent's income, and other factors include their insurance, daycare expenses, who has custody, and different types of small nuances like that. That's why it's important for you to get a lawyer, for you to have someone who knows the law and knows the system. I'm attorney Eric Guster with Guster Law Firm. Take your time, look at our videos that we have posted. Subscribe to our page because we update our videos weekly with different legal terms, different scenarios so that you'll be informed about the law. We hope that you call us if you need us. Our phone number is 205-581-9777 or use the contact information on this page. Thank you.